our three-man officiating crew. They put it in the air. They serve it to Grant Hill, and it's going to be Kansas ball. Kansas has the first possession. And dump it inside. Badunga. I'll tell you, Grant, you mentioned him in the open here. He has arrived in Las Vegas. How about Felix Okpara denying Badunga?
Okpara started off his career as a defender, improved offensively. And speaking of offense, the freshman.
Michigan and Gonzaga will be our championship game. That'll follow us here today.
And now Rick Barnes' team being very patient and deliberate with their half-court execution. And that man right there, 6'10".
In as many days for all of these teams today, fatigue certainly a factor. These coaches are going to monitor minutes. As Amen denied at the rim. You know, Tennessee wants to get out and run. Kansas, under Bill Self all these years, can run, but comfortable in their sets. Another block. Badunga stays with it. That
Paint as well as anybody in college basketball.
Substitutions for both here. And big hammer! Defensive end.
And it's a thriller from Tilla.
Estrella checks in as well for Tennessee. Amari Abram with the ball here. Rick Barnes was going with the line change. There's Estrella, gets it deep, scores it with a jump hook.
And a nice, very unselfish team. High percentage of their makes are off assist.
Good defense by the Jayhawks. And now three-pointer falls. A little desperation three. The lefty by Amari.
Big picture, smart. And right away, look, his presence overwhelmingly affects this team's offense. Kansas about 20% more efficient, as you see there from the corner. A three from Trey White, but man, Darren Peterson, when he gets back in the fold with this group.
And he just knows how to get defenders off balance. We saw it yesterday, late in the shot clock, pump fake, and it really looks like he's getting into his rhythm here. 52% from the field, 40% from three. That's downhill attacking, that late clock point.
The bench here tonight, back-to-back games for Rosario. Misses on his first chance. He'll fire, always willing. Oh, he uses the glass. Cole Rosario down to 5. Phillips puts it on the ground. Turnaround, nice shot. Kate Phillips.
You see the not go against this half-court defense of Tennessee. Really not in their DNA, Kansas, but see Gillespie starting to get going there. Just an easy. So far, they've done well.
Kansas has been great defensively this year. They're averaging a little over 75 points per game offensively. That three ball is good from Jamari McDowell.
A lot of long bodies on the interior.
Oswell finds Amen. Three-pointer flies. That's a sweet-looking stroke. 8-minute mark of this first half. And a reset. And a three-pointer is good by Trey White. There's a whistle away from the ball as well. Going to stay on this end of the floor. Trying to get something organized here. Badunga had a rough shooting game. And going for the back door. It's White.
Right there, everybody high, none of the bigs.
Badunga spins, patient Badunga. He's dealing with a lot of size with Tennessee, struggling right now. Gillespie misses with the left hand, and Carey is there to put it in. Under 5 minutes to go in this first half. Oh, what a pass. Estrella puts it in, but set up beautifully by Jalen Carey. White got a big man on him. On the drive, Council. In that same window, he lays it in with the right hand. To take a trip to Las Vegas. Badunga trying to get it to the corner. Had it deflected. Now Amen on the drive all the way and count that basket. Badunga runs the floor. Council's giving Kansas a boost. And now, finally one goes for Big Flo.
Kind of a free throw line.
Right back at you. Ethan Berg. Berg with a rebound. Here comes Tennessee looking for a finishing kick here to this first half. They lead it by 5 with the ball. Under a minute we go. Carey. Big to big passing.
Seen that twice here this first half. So unselfish. Great feel from Carey.
Carey's got 4 assists. Now a steal. Carey going to the basket and hammers one
just getting in the passing lane and said, I'm going to slow down and get this poster real quick to Akpara. Then he got a steal and getting out in transition with 2.
Does have 3 rebounds.
Made his first shot, missed 9 in a row before that last field goal.
Ooh, yeah, high percentage shot that time. So an already thin rotation got a little thinner here in this final game of the Players era. Now a traditional post up, and Badunga had it blocked again, second time. Akpara has denied him of the rankings after Las Vegas. Badunga stopped, and White with a turnover. Boswell crosses him up. Boswell lays it in. Now he got away with a travel, saying the ball was deflected. Badunga now drives it. Akpara waiting for him. Nice move. Got to that left hand, his strong hand. Now Boswell gives it right back. Shot clock down to 7. Here goes Gillespie, puts his shoulder down. Akpara, yes, little mid-range jumper. Amen. And it's ripped out of his hands by White. Dangerous for White with 3 fouls. Tiller down to the basket, and another block. Akpara. Abram laboring to get back into play here. 77 and White, he's struggling. Looks like a right leg. And the layup is good. So Cole Rosario comes off the bench. Boswell turned away. Dumps it down inside Estrella. Nice turnaround jumper.
What a conference tournament run might look like. You know, you have to win 3 in a row to win the finals. There's Gillespie knocking down a 3-pointer wide open there.
Amen. Fires a 3. No good. And a big rebound by Tiller. Kansas hanging around now. Got a chance. Down 7. Jackson for 3. Cash. And the Jayhawks. Amen. Gives it up. 10.5 to go in this third place matchup. 3-pointer flies. Gillespie. Pure. 9.5 to go. White shut off. Late clock here, down to 5. Council drives it. Council rises up and gets the shooter's bounce.
Inside, he got Carey ceiling wide open. Missed him.
Akpara and Estrella coming back in here for Tennessee. On the drive, Boswell knocked out of his hands by Council. Now Marco Jackson will initiate. On the drive, and a foul! Council scores.
Flashes to the elbow. Great back door. They teach that. If you're going to overplay
Can Kansas turn it into points? Council probes. Jackson with Amen on him. Directing traffic. And it's knocked away from behind. Boswell gives it right back. Council, and another foul!
And that's his game. Big boy, get in the paint, use that athleticism and strength.
Loser $200,000. Spinning Gillespie. Oh, Gillespie tough to the basket. Council drives again. Council scores again.
And so good getting back to that.
Jackson guards Amen. Amen gets right by him, and Jackson swipes down, forces a turnover.
Great hands there. Amen had him beat.
Council again splits the double. And Mbia. And it gives Kansas the lead. First time they've been in front since it was 30 to 29. 3-pointer in the corner.
He was blocked.
I think it was too. That was Council. Well short. What a run. Kansas is on. Jackson drives. And he scores!
I think there might have been a foul.
Where are you going with it?
But it's got to be Jackson. Jackson right here. Great move in transition. Attacks the rim. Great finish inside.
McDowell's going to pull up a 3. And he hits it.
Can Tennessee manufacture some offense here late in this second half? Obviously, Gillespie, the ball in his hands. Good defense.
Oh, a nice little.
Gillespie, a nice drive. Gets to the paint. Shot fake. Good footwork. Floater.
They've opened up their biggest lead. They were down 12 early in the second half, Kansas. Now in front by 7. Looking for the put-away punch, but Dunga with a block. Tennessee's got to go quick. Down 5, 2-possession game. Gillespie. Boswell, three-pointer. That was denied by McDowell. Might have got a hand on that. With the clutch free throws and perhaps a put-away punch. Tennessee fires. Gillespie, no. Carey puts it in. One last possession for Tennessee. Gillespie drives it. We'll put it up. And that will count, but the Kansas Jayhawks